everyone. This is CricketSong with Inner Wisdom, and I'm here today to talk to you about the concept of equivalent exchange. The reason why I was thinking about this the other day is because I was having a conversation with someone who doesn't necessarily identify as which, and we were talking about relationships. We were talking about how different relationships affect us and how we interact with people, and basically how every relationship we have, there is this give and take in a relationship. You know, we give support and energy and love and attention to them, and in return they do the same for us, right? And it doesn't matter which relationship, whether it's a familiar relationship, whether it's a romantic relationship, whether it's a friendship, there is this exchange going on, this energetic exchange. And it made me think in the greater sense of equivalent exchange. And I thought that this might be an interesting topic to kind of just explore with you. This idea that nothing is free, that everything has a price, that our relationships and our situations that we're involved with, nothing comes for free. Even acts of altruism, the motivator behind those things is that we get something from it. We get a sense of accomplishment. We feel good when we help another person. You know, we're not looking for monetary gain from that. We're not looking for something from that other person, other than when we do this and it makes someone happy, or it makes someone feel good, or it helps them in some way, we receive in return this sense of joy. And so there's still an exchange there. There's still a price, you know, and when we do acts of altruism, we're giving of ourselves. We're giving our time, we're giving our money, we're giving something, and we're receiving that sense of accomplishment or love or joy or whatever it is that feel good feeling. So there's still that exchange there. And you know, I was thinking that, you know, many people may think that when they hear that thought that everything has a price, they're thinking more of currency exchange, whether that's, you know, dollars or euros or pesos, whatever currency your country uses. When we say that everything has a price, we're usually thinking of it or approaching it from that sense of currency. You know, I go to a store and that item I want has a price. That new tarot deck has a price. Do I have the money to pay for that tarot deck? Or, you know, I go to a salon and I want to get my hair done. Do I have the money to pay for that service? If I don't, then I have to wait and save until I have the money, or I'm going to put it on credit, whatever the case may be. But generally, I think when we think in everything has a price, we're thinking of that. We're thinking of currency, because ideally currency represents the energy. You know, currency represents the time and the effort and the energy we put into whatever it is we did to earn that currency, whether it's a job. You know, I worked at the supermarket, you know, 30 hours this week, and I got my paycheck. That paycheck, that amount of money I got, represents the time I put in at the grocery store to earn that money. And now I'm going to take that money, the representation of the energy, the time and the effort and the work I did, to exchange it for a service or an item or whatever it is that I want or I'm looking at purchasing. Money represents the energetic exchange. So even when we say everything has a price, even if you're thinking of it in that way of currency, when currency equals energy, it's still an energetic exchange. I'm giving so much to receive so much. So everything in our lives, magical, mundane, there is this ongoing exchange of energy. Now, if we apply the whole idea of equivalent exchange to our craft, to our witchcraft, to our spells and acts of magic, what we're looking at is, before we cast a spell, I would encourage you, if you don't already, look at what you are trying to manifest. What is that change you're looking to create? Do you have the time and energy and power to put into your spell work, your magical working, in order for that change to manifest? Sometimes you may find that the change you're looking to manifest would require more energy than what you have. That spell may have a bigger price tag than what you're holding in your wallet. What do I mean by that? Let me give you an example. Say I am in a situation, here we go. I haven't had a job for months, and I am feeling really upset about this. I am feeling pretty depressed that I haven't been working. My bills are starting to pile up. My savings account is being depleted. I really need a job in order to obtain money. But, my feeling about this is I don't know if it's ever going to happen, and I'm feeling pretty depressed by the fact that I don't have money right now, and I feel really desperate that I need a job. When I look at obtaining a job, the prospect of that is pretty daunting. So here we have the feeling of depression and not having money to obtain the things that I require in my life, and the desire to have a job. The price tag or the energy required to getting that job and where I am may not align. My wallet may be so empty from energy that I can't get to the point where I can actually get the job. So then work would have to be done in order to get myself to the place to have the power, bring the power required in order to cast the spell or do the magical working to get that job. There are things you can do to raise your own power in order to be able to cast the spell so that you have enough power or energy to manifest the change to get that job. You can siphon energy from other sources to build the power within you in order to get the job. But if you haven't done the work prior to casting the spell, if you haven't done the internal work, then no matter how much power you have, you cannot force the change to happen. But that's a topic for another video. I really just wanted to focus on the idea of equivalent exchange, that everything we do, that every interaction we have, that every relationship we have, every situation we're in, there is an exchange happening. And the best circumstances, the most successful relationships, the most successful magical workings and cast spells are those where the exchange is equivalent, where what is required is what is given. What the price tag is what is paid. So it's something for you to consider when you're going into your spell work, especially if you're finding that your spells aren't manifesting. I'd love to hear your thoughts on equivalent exchange, so please share them with me. And until next time, I love you. Mwah. Blessed be.